Are you looking for the best smart locks? In this video, we will look at some of the best smart locks on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Wise Lock Bolt. If you want keyless door entry but don't want to spend a lot of money, the Bluetooth-only Wise Lock Bolt is the best value lock we tested. You get multiple options for unlocking the door, using the app, punching in a code on the backlit keypad, or using a fingerprint reader. A surprise at this price, especially one that works as reliably as it does. So what did we like about the Wise Lock Bolt? Although it lacks some of the features of a more expensive device like the Yale Assure Lock 2 or the Schlage Encode Plus, we think the affordable Wise Lock Bolt looks pretty good on the door. It provides most of the features you need, including guest access, temporary codes, auto lock, and a lock history so you know who has come in and out and if there were any failed attempts. Detailed instructions made installing the Wise Lock Bolt easy, and we completed it in 15 minutes. The matte black unit isn't as slick-looking as the Yale Assure Lock 2 or other pricier models, but it isn't overly clunky either. Using the lock was simple, it behaved as expected, locking and unlocking without fail, and the fingerprint scanner was responsive. If you prefer to use a code, type it in and tap the unlock button. You only need to tap the lock button to lock the door too. An auto lock feature can be set to always lock after a certain amount of time, so you never have to worry about whether you forgot to lock the door. The Wise app stores up to 50 different fingerprints so everyone in the household can use it, as well as anyone you trust enough to give open access to. For temporary guest access for our cat sitter, we assigned a unique code that worked only for the specific dates we would be out of town. Wise says the 4 included AA batteries should last about a year. Although it warns you when the battery is running low, there's a fail-safe method in case you find yourself locked out because of a dead battery. There's a USB-C port hidden on the bottom of the exterior to charge it up enough to unlock the door. Number 2. Yale Assure Lock 2. The Yale Assure Lock 2 is a full-featured replacement lock with a modular design that lets you buy exactly what you need to get the sort of access you want. Building on the same core unit, you can choose between keypad or touchscreen and keyed and keyless models, and whatever flavor of smart home connectivity suits your setup. It works well, it's simple to install, and it's simple to upgrade to meet changing smart home standards. What else did we like about the Yale Assure Lock 2? Well, to be worth the money, a smart lock needs to make life simpler than a plain old lock and key, letting you manage access to your home for you, your family, your house guests, and whoever else you invite over, and the Yale Assure Lock 2 delivers. Yale's system allowed us to provide permanent or temporary access using geofencing, codes, and remote control more easily than any other lock we tested. You can easily grant codes to anyone you need using the Yale Access app. We set up access for our family and our cat sitter right from our Apple Watch, but you can also use your phone and set up everything or control everything via the Apple Home app, even over Bluetooth. Through the Yale Access app, we added our son to our lock. He had to download and set up the app on his phone, and could grant him PIN access using a code. Granting unique codes lets you see in the app's history log just who came and went, no need to loan out extra keys or worry about getting them back. We used that for our cat sitter and set up a smart alert to notify us when she used the lock. That way we knew what time the cats were last fed, so they couldn't pretend they were starving when we got home. If you use the Wi-Fi module, you can integrate with Amazon Alexa or Google Home and get full remote access using any of the big 3 smart home platforms. Z-Wave and Matter smart models are slated to be available soon, so you should be able to make the lock work with almost any smart home system. We tested the keyless, touch-screen-equipped base unit, along with the Wi-Fi smart module. Installation was simple. You scan a QR code to open a tutorial that walks you through the setup process with detailed info and videos. Number 3. August Home Wi-Fi Smart Lock, 4th Gen. The August Wi-Fi Smart Lock is small, unobtrusive, and works reliably. While no one looking at your door's exterior knows it's there, the lock on the inside of the door gives you smart features like remote access to let someone in or lock your door while you're not home. The auto unlock feature, using our phone's location, worked flawlessly, and an auto lock feature with door sense let us know whether our door was open or closed. If you purchase the additional optional keypad, you can share permanent, scheduled, or temporary access with friends, dog walkers, and guests. We preferred this to the basic Wise lock, which lets you share unique codes but doesn't let you create temporary codes. With the built-in Wi-Fi, we could connect our Alexa device and lock the door using our voice. It also supports Google Assistant and Samsung SmartThings. Most smart locks at this price work only with Alexa and Google. In addition, since it has HomeKit integration, Apple users can lock and unlock the door using an Apple Watch and Siri voice control. August says the two CR123 batteries will last 3 to 6 months, a shorter lifespan than you'll get from Kwikset, Schlage and Yale Assure Lock 2 locks, which run on 4AA batteries. However, since we couldn't test the lifespan of either type of battery, it's also important to note that relying on Wi-Fi, which this lock does tend to drain the battery faster, decreasing the battery life. You'll get notifications from the app when the battery level hits 25%, but, unfortunately, you can't check the level in the app. The lock itself has a small, round, compact design, making it look just like any other door lock, and it comes in a silver or black finish. It doesn't look large and clunky on the door's interior either, as other replacement locks like Kwikset and Schlage do. The app is user-friendly, and the installation instructions are clear. Number 4. Eufy Security Video Smart Lock. The Eufy Security Video Smart Lock has a fingerprint sensor and a keypad, plus it works with Google and Alexa smart speakers. You can also access the house using the Eufy app or a regular key. We found the 2K video quality and experience to be much better than with the more expensive Lockly Vision Elite, and the Eufy lock has features such as linger detection, which lets you know someone is at the door but they haven't pressed the doorbell yet. The fingerprint sensor is also in a better location, on the front as opposed to on the side of the lock. You may want to keep in mind that, even though the video is stored locally on an SD card, there have been reports that thumbnail photos from Eufy security cameras have been uploaded to their cloud servers, even when cloud services were disabled in the app. We'll update when we know more, but if this concerns you, you may want to hold off getting a Eufy security camera until the appropriate fixes have been widely distributed. Number 5. Kwikset Halo Touch Smart Lock. The Kwikset Halo Touch Smart Lock has a fingerprint scanner and a keyway, and you can add up to 50 users. But there's no keypad. So to share temporary access with others, you need to invite them to download the app and then create an account to use the app controls to gain entry. If your guest is tech-challenged or doesn't keep their phone charged, you might want to stick to a smart lock with a keypad. The Kwikset Halo Touch Smart Lock comes in 2 stylish designs: contemporary, in matte black or satin nickel, or a more traditional design, with curved, softer edges, in satin nickel or Venetian bronze. However, if you live in an HMA that requires a certain color of hardware on your door, note that it's not available in polished brass or matte gold. Number 6. Kwikset Smart Code Electronic Deadbolt. The Kwikset Smart Code Electronic Deadbolt isn't a smart lock. It has no Wi-Fi or Bluetooth connectivity. But it's the simplest replacement lock we tested and a great choice for anyone who wants the benefits of being able to use codes, giving house or pet sitters or guests access without having to distribute extra physical keys, without having to deal with connectivity, apps or the like. Unlike a true smart lock, the Kwikset Smart Code Electronic Deadbolt adds a 10-button numeric keypad, or touchscreen, depending on which version you get, with a designated lock button to a standard deadbolt, making for a simple and effective solution. You can create up to 50 permanent codes and 10 temporary codes at a time. You do all of the programming on the keypad itself. The smart code proved its worth when we went away for a weekend and our elderly neighbor came to feed our cats. She gets nervous about depending on technology and is worried about not getting inside. We created a code for her to use, and after we tried it together, she found it straightforward to use and had no issues all weekend. Once she entered the code, the door automatically unlocked and the lock button flashed green. Kwikset makes 2 versions of the Smart Code electronic lock: the Smart Code 260, which has physical buttons, and the Smart Code 270, which has a touchscreen. Both are available in traditional or contemporary styles and nickel or bronze finishes. Both come with Kwikset's Easy Rekey tool, which lets you easily reset the lock. Number 7. Schlage Encode Plus Smart Wi-Fi Deadbolt. In our testing, the Schlage Encode Plus was a close runner-up to the Yale Assure Lock 2, but didn't make the mark as it's pricier and will not provide an upgrade path to the latest Matter Smart Home standard like the Yale Assure Lock 2 will. If you have an all-Apple household, the Encode Plus is worth a look. This touchscreen lock does add HomeKey NFC support, which the Yale Assure Lock 2 skips, along with HomeKit. Apple users can tap their iPhone or Apple Watch for easy entry. It also has built-in Wi-Fi, so there's no need for any modules or hubs, and it integrates with Alexa and Google Home. And while it's more expensive than the Yale Assure Lock 2, the full features and choice of modern or traditional design are a compelling reason to get one, especially for Apple households.